some windows, let some cool air in. We'll all cool down.
Let's hope it will be.
I'll just play through the game in 3 days, and then I bring the PC away.
Going to be the last stress test your PC has to make.
I mean, I played a lot of Lost Ark, and that's like a little bit of a hack and slay type of game, so a lot of enemies on the screen, and I mean, yeah, the new heat, new heat pastes, or what's it called, thermal pastes, probably also good for the processor.
I mean, sometimes the connection from graphic card to the processor is the thing that's fucking up the PC. Well, anyway, you only find it out when you get it to people who know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I can just...
I looked at like a graphic
suggest.
cards repair store, and they would already take €70 just for the diagnosis.
Yeah, but that's $1,500 or euros less than it would cost you if it's broken.
Yeah, that's correct.
Best case scenario, €70, and he's like, oh, I dusted it off, I applied some thermal paste, so it's additional €25, so here you go. Worst case, mate, it's going to be fucked up in about a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Sell it to me for mining.
Seriously, getting rid of the dust would be a huge relief on the system. So
yeah, probably.
Maybe the fan doesn't rotate because it's too dusty.
Yeah, but that's like, I think it's probably it. Really, but I tried to take some dust away and it didn't work still.
And I know that my brother had to periodically open up his computer to clean it and all of that, and yeah, it's just something that he ended up having to do, but really not that difficult to do by yourself. But at the same time, he was very stubborn and wanted to do it by himself. So, yeah.
Hey.
Where's Chris?
I'm here.
Ah,
oh, Chris is here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, then. Then we can start, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Attendance, please. Rise up.
Ready, check.
Here.
Nice. Okay.
All right, then. Then we can start. So, last session we ended off with the meeting with King Musa, and he just is walking away after very impolitely treating Mist and his hand. And you were deciding on how exactly to go back to the Spider Forest, or if at all, after this meeting, and whether or not to make a prosthetics for Mist or something like that. So I am going to leave it up to you guys to start off the session, because I'm not sure if that conversation was finished, or if you I don't know. I'll just be on standby. If you want to do something, then I'll be here.
Alright. Justin's sliding down in a crouching position against the tree that's standing around. I don't think we were talking in character about the prosthetic yet. I think it was later out of character, right, Jeff?
when we were getting into details, you had offered to make me a prosthetic.
Yeah, and I was taking measurements already, that's true.
Yes.
I think that's where we left it off, so I wouldn't actually be crouching against somewhere, so I would be standing close to you, done measuring, and writing that into my notebook. I go, I can't believe the pressure of this fucking crocodile. You're lucky you got away with just having your hand bitten off.
I believe it.
He's terrifying.
Miru, did you not notice this? You were like ready to fight that thing.
Yeah, I wanted to buy this setup, but looks like Miss was really hurt, and we needed to fix him first.
The thing that was bothering me was that it didn't look like much effort. He just went there and did a small... Off was the hand. Could have been your head, mate.
He was showing off.
Yeah,
That
much.
was because he was big.
Yeah, but showing off and him having a big ego is actually going to be of our use. It's going to be more easy to send him against certain targets if we just manage to play his ego right and his need to prove himself and confirm that he is the most powerful.
Yeah, that could work.
When I suggested that he just jumps in for the glory of it, it seems like that already tempted him.
So
Well, I think it's a brick laid towards defeating the Yuan-Ti.
So it sounds like my plan actually worked, just not nearly the way I intended it.
Well,
Oh,
then you're going to have a better hand, you know, than you had before if we just have the time and place to do it.
Holy shit.
It's actually one thing that I've been thinking of doing myself that seems pretty doable with the whole prosthetic hand.
What?
Well, how about having one of those fingers be a blade? Or having one of those fingers be able to shoot something? I mean, it would be a one-time thing to reload later, but I mean, now we have a whole hand to store stuff in, and where the palm is, there's lots of space to actually put contraptions in. They take work, of course, and it's intricate, but not more intricate than my gun.
that sounds awesome.
I know, right?
Yes.
It's called... I could even do something like I was thinking about it. I haven't finished planning it through because I still lack the component, and I would like to do it with magic. It's called Dragon Finger, you know?
Okay.
And it's a prosthetic finger that holds a pouch onto your hand joint, where oil is stored, and with the gesture of closing your hand, you pump it through the finger and spew out like a just of burning petrol that will stick to whatever it touches and keep burning and spreading on them. And they can hardly shake it off, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure I could help with that oil.
Oh, there you go. So, you know, it's going to be a better hand, Mist. Look forward to that. I think it was worth paying the price because it's going
I
to be
really have to
grand.
say, you take it very mightily, Mist. If my hand would be bitten off, I would be, like, desperate, I guess.
Oh, you were pretty desperate after your dick got chopped off.
Well, I guess it's the most fear of men.
Why is that? Isn't it fear of not having left an impression on the world, not having made the... Is it really not having a dick? And I look around at the only humanoid creatures I can refer to, which I think have dicks, which is a Miro, Oroba. Oh, Miro, it isn't. It's Mist and Oroba. Done.
See?
Well, I can't tell if they look agreeable to your suggestion.
I
What was the
see.
question?
Everyone's just
Well,
silent.
is the worst fear of man having their dick chopped off or not having left an impression on the world when they die?
Well, both appeal to different parts of the psyche, so I'm not sure they're comparable.
Oh, interesting point, Mist.
Oh, Mist is so smart.
Have you studied psychology?
No, I have not.
He's just a good person.
Well, it must come with the teachings of Melora. Interesting. The gods applying psychiatric therapy-like suggestions. Morals.
Actually, that would... Okay, that works.
Yes. Let it slide. Yeah, just take it, Mist.
Yeah, to be honest, I am pretty fond of Melora, let's be clear here. It's the only goddess who ever did something useful for me.
Yeah,
She is
Melora is awesome.
Yeah.
Melora is Melora. I mean, there's no
Well, I have to
no
say,
other way to say.
the Quartal creatures were pretty loyal as well.
I can't say I've had a whole lot of experience with them, but the experience I did have was a good one. But Justin, while we're having this discussion, do you mind if I get that Sunblade from you?
Yeah, here you go. 1 or 2?
Just one.
Do you want the magical one or the non-magical one?
The magic one, please.
Right, here you go.
So do you want to have my broken one now? Justin?
No, I'm carrying way too much already. My back is heavy. I'm close to my limit here, alright?
Okay.
And look at you not carrying anything.
Yeah, I love it.
Actually, what is in your backpack?
So I got in there a few scrolls, a little bit of paper, a few ingredients, 2 eggshells, a few bones, and what else? Yeah, the notes we found.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
lift it up. I lift it up. Is it heavy?
No.
Alright, I'll try to start putting stuff from my backpack into your backpack.
No. Stop it, Justin.
Alright,
No.
that's just ridiculous, mate. I'm carrying 15
What?
or what iron ore clumps to later forge into something that the party can use, and you're carrying what? A set of bones that you use for your
Careful,
spells
yeah.
that you can pick up anytime.
Oh, careful! That's the feather of Landroden. No, don't put it there. Stop it. I take my bag back, and
I was not giving you important stuff. I was like putting flint in there, some iron ore, some treated leather.
oh, I will use that.
No, you will not use that. You will carry it, mate.
It's in
Carry
my bag
your
now.
fucking weight. Did you not? I did make your goggles, didn't I? I wouldn't have been able to make it if I wouldn't have carried it over fucking miles and
I have
years
goggles?
on this continent.
Oh my god, the goggles.
Oh yeah, but you used them sometime, and it was useful to you too.
Nope, actually not. But doesn't matter.
Oh, sorry, I thought I was lending them to, or someone lended them to you sometime.
Oh no. But it doesn't matter really. Okay, what did you give me?
Yeah, so there's like two sheets of treated leather, 10 grams of flint. Wait, I copy it into the chat. You
Okay.
just have to copy paste it then, because that's what I'm doing is just cruel. There you go.
What do you mean you're not taking notes on what I am saying I'm giving you?
And I'm thinking, Mirror Open Survival, this is happening, rearranging just the hundreds of sweet algae that she has.
We also have
Here, 1 pack there, 300 here.
we also have a lot of equipment with you, because I remember giving you all the armor and weapons we got through Dagran fight.
Oh shit! I didn't put that in my inventory. Did you delete it out of your inventory?
No, I have it here because.
Alright, then just keep track of that and write Justin above, or copy paste it in the chat and I edit now. So I'm not giving you too much, you see.
Yeah, that's alright.
It's
Yes.
like
I can carry that.
Poor man is just used to only having his skeletons carry everything, and now you're forced to
and carry him.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So I really fear that whole iron ore, the one hand in there, I put it on my back, and you hear me moan like, "Oh,
Alright, stop it, mate. And I go,
okay. What do we, Mister? Are your wrists? Is it okay? Do we need to do anything about it? I did a little bit with medicine, but with my knowledge about it, but
I
I'm
think
not
he's
sure. Are
the
you
best
feeling
to
good?
help himself.
Yeah, but
I don't know
still,
if
I'm
there's
offering
anything
my
you
help.
can do at this
Okay.
point.
It's interesting to see that the stump is kind of wet on you.
It is interesting.
Your body's pretty liquidy.
I am a water genasi.
Do you turn into water when you go into water?
What does that mean to be a water genasi?
Do you still have sex organs?
I mean, he was concerned about losing his dick. I mean, that's just unpolite to ask now, so...
Yes, Klaatu, I do have genitals.
Nice.
And
He replied nice.
Yes.
Justin,
I-
as far as your question, what does it mean to be water genasi? The same. I guess it would be the same answer as what does it mean to be human?
No, because I could explain to you that my body is this in this way, and I have never met a water genasi that I can remember. And I feel like I don't want to do the work of remembering right now, so I was like asking you, because you're more water inside. So I was like, how the difference are there? You can do stuff with water that I can't. And I don't mean to be demeaningful or something. I'm just curious because you
understand.
see Justin having his notebook out.
Was there a specific question you'd like to ask?
When I measured your hand, did I notice that there's like more water or more blood and?
Well, I do have blood, and I guess there's more water in me. I mean, I would assume so.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that in the bleeding, in my mind, it's almost as if there is another layer of skin, which is kind of this magical water.
Mm-hmm.
And so both would be, well, it does bleed, but at the same time it doesn't bleed like blood. It's significantly more viscous than blood.
Yeah, that's why your skin looks so nice in the sun.
Oh, you tell.
Well, you have good skin.
He's just an awesome, handsome man.
All right, glad to rein those horses in.
Oh, too late.
I made a skin compliment with no sexual intention. You just made it.
No, he's just beautiful. Sorry.
There you go.
Okay, what do we do now? You said you want to teleport to Oxophon, I remember. To Oxophon's garden? Wait.
Unless you think there's performance issues. And there was also the spider forest in the room, but I can't remember why. To incite more war against the
So
hive?
Oh well, you were primarily being directed towards the spider forest by the Spider Queen, but
Oh yeah, by the charm I had on.
yeah,
But that
you
wore
don't
off.
need you don't now that that is off, you don't actually you're not feeling this direction, this need to go there. But that doesn't mean you can't go there. I mean, you still have problems there to solve.
It's pretty dangerous for us to go there.
Yes, we need to go to Uxafon's garden, and we need to get that plant for the queen, and then
Shall we visit the Baroness?
the Duchess.
Mm-hmm.
We could, I suppose.
we could do this in one thing, like Uxifon's Garden, then traveling
Duchess.
to Duchess, perhaps with my horses. We are pretty fast, actually.
Yeah, it's still forest. Your horses are not able to ride in a straight line, mate. They keep hitting trees.
Yeah, then I don't know, get like this.
I mean,
Still
yeah.
okay, I guess.
Still faster, I guess. Or we could transform into an eagle again and fly.
Yeah. I'm turning into an all-terrain vehicle here. But I
Yeah,
feel
and
very useful, so...
you can turn anyone into a vehicle, so yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty useful.
but
But I
I
think
want
it's
to
a good
be a
plan.
vehicle. A bone-driven vehicle. But what? Yes? What?
It's a good plan. It's a good plan, Klaatu.
Okay, then let's go!
Oh, already? I dragged the closest person into closer to.
Are you ready, guys?
Yeah, right. Are you using the teleport spell?
I would. If everyone
Okay.
is like, go.
Everyone is ready. No objections. Then let's go. You will roll a d100, and
Yes.
we will see what is going to happen.
Yeah,
4? That seems like a good number.
I will skip putting the teleport spell in. The text of wall is useless.
Yes, it actually is utterly useless. It's way too much.
It's much easier to look it up in the compendium. 'Cause it
Yeah.
parses it out much cleaner.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I do.
That is
So,
what I'm doing.
it's... last time we said it's seen casually or viewed once?
No, seen casually.
Okay, what did I roll? I wrote a 84. Yes! Nice, on target.
Yeah, all right. So you teleport to the exact location that you wanted to teleport in the Uxifon's garden.
Yeah, I wanted to teleport to the temple where
Were you pissed?
where I want to see the map again. So beautiful.
Wait, the tree where you took a piss.
Yes, I didn't take a piss. I actually ejaculated.
Oh yeah, sorry, where you masturbated. We're
Yes,
in the
I
bush.
masturbated
We're in the
bush.
bushes next to the tree where you
It
masturbated.
was worse. Yes, it was worse than that. And then he proceeded to go wash his hands.
Yeah, that was a stupid thing. I should have pressed the digitation bit. Oh, Klaatu is such a fuck up.
Yeah, that's it. That's
But
right
actually,
then.
that's really in character because my personality is like I'm oblivious to etiquette and social expectations. That's nice. Okay, sorry.
All right, so you teleport to the garden. Immediately as you feel, just right before you teleport, this lingering fear of, wait, what if Uxifon is awake? But as you teleport, you see that the garden is actually empty, except for this single mount, this sort of hill that wasn't there before. And you can hear this sort of trembling of the earth as kind of emitting coming from that hill. That little... It's not that little of a hill, but yeah, it's kind of like a...
I remember that after the fight, he submerged in the earth and was like slowly making his way back towards the garden. So
Yeah,
I guess
that's
that's
right.
him still resting.
Yeah,
Maybe Miru, if you go and put your hand against it, you can maybe talk to him.
good idea.
Be gentle though.
Oh, okay.
So what exactly do you want to do? Miru?
I guess. Do we know where they are?
Yeah, I think Uxiphon is just resting underneath this mound of earth.
Yeah, and you can see that the mound actually just kind of slightly rises and falls.
Okay. Miro's gonna slowly go near and try to touch it and try to feel. Oh no, Miro's gonna go check if the ground, if Oxypunmas has been moving, mostly like moving from this spot, or if he's been stuck in the place for a while. Does it look like there was disturbance in the
It
ground?
looks like he has been here for a while.
Okay. Miro's gonna go near Oxypun, then the mound, and
Mhm.
will try to touch it
Okay.
and try to use plant speak and
Mhm.
in her like try and whisper, "Ah, are you there? Oxypun, are you there? Are you awake?"
You feel this. You feel only the response of lingering pain. Uxaphon is to you clearly still recovering and still very much in pain from the fight.
Okay. Miro looks at the group and says, it looks like he's still trying to heal himself, I think. I can feel like he is in a lot of pain. Like it looks like he is trying, but it's not enough.
Alright, then maybe we just let him be and try to find the plant.
I mean, he did get hit by hellfire.
He got burned.
Multiple times.
Yes.
Maybe if you want, Mist, or maybe if you can fasten the process of him healing.
Yeah, I can't do anything for him. Except for looking at its wounds.
I
But
think that's the reason why we're
For that,
here.
I don't think we should dig him out. Whatever it is that he's under is healing him.
hmm.
But I don't know if you can, Mist. Don't know.
Can I approach him and, I don't know, maybe contact him or do some sort of medicine check or something to see if
Maybe we should water him.
my healing would do any good?
Yeah, sure. You can make You can make either a religion or a nature check.
Can I help him with
Yeah.
his?
Sure.
Oh, doesn't need it.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, it is possible to help, considering that it is possible to help with to create essentially a plant growth healing spell. And it would actually, your specific spells, the way that Melora has given you your spells, could actually help him directly in recovering. But it might not make him awake immediately. It might actually just soothe away the pain. Whatever he is going under, he actually overexerted himself significantly for that fight. And so he might be down there for weeks, months, or even perhaps years. Depends on how well the healing process goes. But you could help him for sure.
Okay,
You
then I will
take
expend
away his-
I will expend all of my spell slots and my lay on hands to
Do the
Heal
fucking
him.
beacon before.
Okay, I will cast Beacon of Hope first.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah,
going
show
to
me the
expend all your
healing power.
spell slots anyway, then go ahead and...
Oh, let us see what's the most output you can do.
That will
Oof.
give me maximum output
Wow.
on all my spells.
For the next 10 spells also.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that definitely heals you. the mount actually, as you are casting this healing spell, starts to grow these beautiful flowers, and but as you cast it, you notice that it's actually, there are these flowers that are popping, but out of them, blooming out of them, are these tiny little wooden fairy creatures that are literally sprouting from him, as if Uxaphon was in bloom. Whatever they are tiny. They are like the size of a thumb. Like really, really tiny. Well, no, kind of like half of a thumb, even.
I want to take one. I will not harm him, so just
Okay, alright.
pet him.
You feel, first of all, just to finish the description for Mist, you feel this great relief, and the tremors seem to actually rest or kind of subside in a more peaceful sleep. Whatever was hurting him is actually... You have significantly helped his healing process.
Nice.
Good.
And yeah. And it actually created, like, because of this, because of the amount of spells that you've cast, not only are these small blooming flowers, but you see also this bloom of a tree that starts to grow. Kind of, you're not... it seems to be kind of from him, but at the same time, it's different to him. And as you see it, it seems to share some of the properties of the Plant Queen's tree.
Oh, really? And correct me if I'm wrong, but the Plant Queen did not like Uxaphon, right?
No, not really.
Yeah, I felt like the Duchess and Uxaphon were more in unity than the Queen and Uxaphon and the Duchess.
Yes.
She recommended us to go here, and when we mentioned we came here, sent by her, Uxaphon trusted us. It was the other way around when we came to the Queen.
Yeah, the Queen did not like Uxaphon. She doesn't really trust him.
So
How does the garden look like? Because Justin can't help with healing it. How does it? Has anyone trespassing, or I go make a round around the pools and stuff?
Let me think. Trespass. No, not really. The garden is still isolated. What you do feel is that it is more somber. The light, any light that has been here is dimmer. To you, that doesn't have that much of an effect. But to Mist, and definitely to Miru, it would. It seems as if everything about the garden is sadder. But there have been no trespassers in this place. This still feels very remote. And as you're actually walking across the borders of this, you see how actually the forest has grown significantly thicker and thornier, as if to protect and conceal this place from the outside.
Oh, that's good.
It is possible to leave, but you would have to cross these thorns.
No, I'm happy with that.
Miru's keeping an eye on Oxapon, like always putting her hand to see how much he's improving?
He definitely is feeling a lot better because of what you have done, and you sense this gratitude from him.
It's nice.
I've made my round, and it seems like this garden's pretty much protected itself. Thorny spikes around it.
Oh, okay.
Don't think we need to intervene much. It's definitely doing its work here. Oh, wow, a tree.
Yes. Mist is doing like miracles over here.
That's
Looks like
insane.
the tree from the queen. Kinda.
It does give off this energy, but your reaction, Justin, at least you feel from the sword, is significantly more hostile. This tree is a threat.
Oh.
Oh, hope he gets rid of it when he... I mean, don't want him to be a dragon with a tree stuck on its back. I think it's going to be hard flying with that. It looks kind of ridiculous, doesn't it?
I don't know if this will going to be its horn. I don't know. Could be cool.
Not too bad though. He feels at ease, and that's what counts.
Do you have
Yeah.
fruits or something?
Hmm.
I'm sorry? Can you say that again?
Does the tree have any fruits or something?
The tree... Well, the tree is... Yes. Yes. As Mist is dumping all of his spells and treating it and all of that, the tree does actually bear fruit.
Okay. I ask for permission from Oxapon. Like if I can get some fruits.
Uxufon does not seem to be entirely aware of this.
Okay.
Okay, loot the shit out of it.
You know what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Okay. Right. So you pluck. How many of these fruits will you take with you?
I'm gonna climb Oxapon. Like that seems like food. And then Mira's gonna climb. Oh, sorry. And then she's gonna climb. And then she's gonna feel for the tree and see if the tree is separate from Oxapon.
The tree? I mean, it's hard. It's really hard for you to tell because you would need to gather at the roots of it. So you would need to actually go into the roots of it. But actually, you can try to cast plant speak to speak with it.
I'm gonna use plant speak again and say, "Hello. It seems like you just grew from our friend, from our comrade Oxapon."
The tree responds with, "Hello. Who are you?"
I'm Miru. We know where you grew from. His name is Oxapon. You can speak well.
I understand. The tree seems confused about this.
Of course, I found out recently that also plants and trees can talk, at least in this forest.
But I know I know what the dragon knows.
You're a part of it? Or him?
I don't know.
Little Oxford babies.
I guess you can wait for him to wake up. He's gonna hopefully wake up soon. You see that guy over there? The one who's like glowing. and he's doing his best to heal the oxyphone. So
The tree actually twists as you direct its attention towards Mist. It actually twists, and since no one else is talking to the tree, you just see the tree suddenly twisting.
oh, you must be one of those plants that can move someday.
Part of its bark breaks open, and a strange wooden eye appears, and it stares at Mist.
Miss, notice this. Like I'm looking at Miss, and the tree is looking at Miss.
I follow Miro's gaze.
What am I supposed to be saying? I mean, from what I understand, everything Miro said has been in a language I don't understand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That
Why
is-
is the tree looking at you?
But the tree is now staring at Mist.
There's an eye on the tree.
Yes, there's an eye on the tree.
okay.
Why is it staring at you?
I don't know.
Oh, Miss, it seems like I was just introducing you. This is the tree that's grew from oxyphone. It seems like it's part of oxyphone. It knows what oxyphone knows. And tree. That's Miss, and that's Justin, and that's Plato, and that's, and then she's like going around. Where I guess friends.
Yeah, right.
We know him. We fought together.
Yeah, the Great War.
It was a great fight.
The tree does this still twisting motion as you present it to each of them. It focuses for a moment, lingering a bit on Justin, and then lingering slightly on Oraba. And then back at you, Miru. It says, "Why are you here?"
We wanted to talk to Oxyphone, and then we saw him. He was hurt, and he's in pain. So we're trying to. Miss has been trying to heal him. Do you feel if he feels better? I thought he felt better. I thought he felt better, but do you feel if he feels better now?
He is not in pain. He is not in pain. But I can merge with him. He can become. We can become one together.
Oh no, not this again. What's up with these forest people here?
Oh,
Oh, I couldn't hear that. Oh, sorry. I forgot.
player.
Random raid. Right.
Oh, maybe you should wait for him to wake up. Maybe he wants to know you first, separately, before you try to do anything.
Maybe. Sure, I'll wait.
Do you have a name?
I don't know. I was not here before. Do you have a... How do you get your name?
I was named from my. I was named by my parents, the one who bore me, and my tribe, and we have rules on how to name each other. How do plants get their name though? I also don't know. There must be a different way of you naming yourselves.
I don't know. I was
Hello?
not...
That's
I
also
Hello?
you know his knowledge, right? You know what you know.
Yes, hello.
Uxophon has the
Yes.
names of dragons.
Does he know how plants are named?
He. Oh, I see his memory.
Sorry, say it again?
He used to be friends with many dragons. But I don't know. I do not see the naming of plants. Really? I don't know.
Yes.
You can pick a name for yourself. Whatever it is, you can just choose whatever you want your name to be.
You could also choose.
Well, then I choose Uxophon.
Oh.
Can I choose Uxophon?
That would be confusing because if Oxyphon is awake and I call Oxyphon, both of you will answer. It's like calling if I had the same name with, let's say, Miss, and somebody says Miru, and they're gonna turn and say, yeah, both and me are gonna say yes. That's a bit confusing.
And how about Uxophon 2? Or, I don't know, Uxi? Or Phony?
Miru's gonna say that to the group, like where the tree is picking a name for itself.
I always forget. Yes.
How about Timber?
Yeah, Uxophon Junior. Just Junior. How about that?
But Timber is also confusing.
Why?
Many are Timber.
No. Well, many are human, many are something, but if it's your name, it's your name. Just wear it with pride.
It looks at you, and you can actually hear it in your mind now.
Oh.
It says, would you name yourself Skin?
I know it. I know a guy who's called Skinner. And he doesn't walk around skinning people.
Jill?
I know a guy who's called Hurricane. But he's not a hurricane.
Oh, lightning.
Yeah, we knew someone who was called Lightning.
Storm. Yes. Oh.
So, and they didn't bring thunder or something? Well, they could have, but you know.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, take your time. You don't have to hurry to think of a name. I mean, you still have to wait for Oxyphon to wake up. You've got lots of time, I think. Names are very important, so you can think and maybe even change your mind later if you don't like your current name. It works that way sometimes.
It seems to still be kind of confused.
Don't tell him about nicknames.
Still seems to be confused about this name thing. It says, but are we all going to have names? What about all of these? These are fairies. I know them. Uxophon has been to the fairy.
Fairy Kingdom? Mirror of the Fairy Kingdom. Oh, she would know because of, yeah.
Well, you know, because of Mook.
Uh-huh.
Or at least, you know, what you can trust of what Mook was real, what Mook said was real. This, talking about the fairies, you sense that the tree is saddened. There's something hurtful about it. Or something, yes, something painful about this specific memory.
I'm not really sure if Miru would technically pick on another person's memory from another person's memory. Hmm. It seems like it's not a good memory from Oxypon. I mean, you don't have to say it if it makes you sad, but I'm gonna listen if you wanna say it.
It does not make me sad. It makes him sad. He is sad.
He wakes up, maybe we can ask him and talk to him and make him feel better.
That's a good idea.
Yes,
I
yes.
will inform you when he wakes. And at this point, and over kind of the course of this conversation, the capacity for the trees to communicate with you has expanded beyond merely this plant speak to actual telepathy.
It's
Oh,
All of you.
point
Has the
Mir doesn't
tree been
like
has the
thinking
tree been
it was
growing the whole time?
The tree has not been growing. Tree has been focusing on you. You understand actually that the tree can choose to focus on something or another. And right now it seems to focus on learning.
Cool.
cool. Cool.
Okay. Oh,
I don't know why, but always when it's learning or stuff, I'm feeling anxious.
traumatized.
Yeah, me too.
I mean,
Never good.
Oxypon, I hope it's a good tree. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah. Sorry.
So-
It's
for
fun of Uxon. Could it really be evil? I mean, come on, Uxon was awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, but but
I
I love
this is more a point of you distrusting me than you distrusting Uxophon or the tree.
I don't have a good feeling.
I'm trying to assuage that issue. Uxon was awesome. Mateus wouldn't screw us over like that, right?
I don't want to kill him, guys, or fight him in the future.
Inside check.
Inside
the DM.
Cry. I'm gonna
The tree is merely learning. It is incredibly young, but it is drawing on the memories of Uxophon.
Yeah, then it will turn out fine, I guess. It will have a whole draconic phase where it might feel like destroying something, but then it will come to a conclusion.
He is sort of Oxypon's baby and miss, but
Fun and miss, baby.
Agreed.
Wow.
they're both good people, so hopefully.
That's right.
It wouldn't be the first show where a humanoid has had a child with a dragon.
Mm.
I believe it.
We're Oxypon's gonna be so shocked.
Dovahkiin.
You did what to me whilst I was sleeping?
Wait a minute now. I think you did this to me.
Consent, guys. There's no consent. Okay. Um, Miru's gonna ask the tree. I'm like, oh, you're gonna tell us if he are you gonna wait for the Oxypon to wake up? By the way, guys. No. Yes.
No, it might take a lot of time.
Okay. And then Miru's gonna say to the tree, you said you're gonna tell us that, right? If he's gonna wake up, because I think we can't wait for him to wake up. We have to go because we have a few things to do.
You have to deal with the queen, isn't it?
Oh, we already did that.
Not really.
There there was a lot of things that happened.
There are multiple things for us to deal with.
He feels so sorry for her. So much sadness here.
I whisper to Jess, maybe we can get some information out of him.
About what?
Everything about the queen.
I
Wow.
think
No
he
filter.
knows what happened to the queen.
Go ask.
We're trying our best. We're trying to best to sort things out. I think we sort of help, and now we're trying to help the forest, I guess. It's a bit complicated, but that's the reason why we wanted to talk to Oxypon, because we wanted his opinion and I guess his cooperation also. That's why when he wakes up, we need to talk to him.
But Uxaphon is very hurt. Very, very hurt.
It's okay. We won't wait for him, but if he wakes up, we would want to talk to him.
Know something about the spiders, maybe?
He would want to talk to you. He cares about you.
So, and we care about him a lot also. And now that you're here, we feel better because it feels like he's not alone.
Yes, we are together. We're not alone. We are happy.
Oh.
I am happy.
Well, if that is your name now, then we're going to call you Happy. All right.
Then I am happy.
It's a good name. Yeah, you said that already. You said I am happy, so I guess that's your name now.
It seems to both not understand, but at the same time be kind of pleased or okay with this.
A pleasure getting to know you, Happy.
It does seem like a good name. It seems very positive. I hope you're always gonna be happy.
Happy was the name of my first cat.
Oh yeah. So many good signs. When I was in the kiosk getting some papers, a woman came in and was like, "My dog broke its leg," and I was like, "Damn it, my cat broke 2 legs," and she was like, "I'm going to do the surgery." I said, "I did the surgery," and we're like, "Ah, nice." And now we have another happy cat thing. That's good. Building up my motivation.
How did the
Little
cat
things.
break its legs? What happened?
Jumped out of the 3rd floor
Ah.
onto concrete.
Oh.
Yeah. Story gets worse, but I will continue it after the game. I need this.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so, after concluding that the name will be Happy. Oh, bugger. 1 second, guys. Technical difficulties here.
He got tangled up in the cable.
I'm gonna add it to my pile of sweet algae.
Making up 95% of your backpack, sweet algae.
I do think it's 90% of my backpack, in all honesty.
It came out to be a surprising... I have to say.
Surprising what?
Surprisingly effective or strong currency.
Yes, everybody loves it.
There's more in the bubble ring.
The only reason
Nope,
I
there's
bought
nothing.
so much was because I was told that it was used as a great currency, enough to buy a house where Miru came from. So
Yeah.
I bought a whole bunch of it. And then
Who would think though it was mostly used for bribery, which is a type of currency also.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that it would be that you would use it in that way. I mean, you're definitely just. What I'm more surprised is how much you actually to random Aarakocras. But this group has a special relationship with the Aarakocras. All right, I found it. Ah.
It should be like the official food.
Justin leans over to Oraba and goes, shouldn't we go look for this plant while they're at it?
It's a good idea. I just gotta remember how it looked like.
Yeah, if you tell me I already did a round, you can... Maybe I remember where it has been.
The plant? What plant?
We're supposed
queen...
to get...
Yeah,
yes.
Yes.
Yes, special healing type of plant. Sorry, I'm dealing with the fact that part of my glasses popped out, and I'm trying to pop it back in, because without them I cannot see much.
Ooh. You just have to go one-eyed
I never
pirate.
pictured you with glasses. I don't know why.
We're all on Facebook together. I stalked all of your photos, guys.
Well,
Dude?
I don't have any. Haha.
Yeah, except for Meth, but I stalked him in real life.
I stalk him right now.
Holy shit. Plug off my camera.
Yeah, you didn't put the tape on it. We can see you.
Alright, okay. Alright, it's back. Okay, so I was able to fix it.
Congratulations. GG easy.
That worried me. That worried me a lot for a second. Okay, so for the plant, make a nature check.
I'll help you.
Yeah, with advantage because of Justin's help.
Yeah. I just have to open up because I'm on my phone right now.
Ah, well, I can roll it for you. I can click on it if you would want to, or...
Yeah, I think it would just be a little bit faster because the mobile version is a little bit
that's
slow.
okay.
I think I still have access to Oraba's character sheet as well, but as long as we're not in combat, I guess you can do it.
Sure. I mean, it's...
In combat, it might be easier if you don't have to worry about Oraba.
I think I can do it now. Okay, now you do it. Okay.
Alright.
It does work on your phone? That's crazy.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you can roll it. You can roll nature, or you can choose to keep the 22.
No, I just keep yours, but I can do the next rolls, I think.
Okay.
Alright,
Thanks.
Alright, okay. With the 22, you are able to find it without much difficulty. But it seems to grow and hold a special place amongst the garden. Almost as if it is on a strange form of pedestal. There is a sole tree that grows these flowers, and all of the flowers are or have grown, and again, this tree has grown in a kind of twisted way, as if it has been molded and cared for. And all of the flowers that pop out are arrayed in a way that make the whole look incredibly beautiful, but also very, very much thought out.
This is strange. Have you seen something like this before?
No, I'm not into like biology that much, but it does look to me like we shouldn't actually take this plant.
I mean, the queen asked us, so it should be fine, right?
Can you take something without damaging it?
I mean, we could take out the whole flower, maybe.
You would need to take out the whole flower, yes. It could be possible. But but it depends on the let's say the aesthetics of the person who has molded this tree into this way.
Is it sure to say that this is not like natural?
This is definitely not. I mean, it doesn't really feel like it grew naturally. It could have grown naturally, but if it did, then it's really impressive. It's like if you look at the gardens of Versailles in the way that they are, and say that they could have grown naturally. They could have, but it's highly unlikely.
I think if the queen says we should bring her these plants, it should be fine to take them, right?
It feels more like she's trying to get Uxaphon back, you know? But I guess we don't have a choice. And I think Uxaphon is going to be more understanding than the queen was going to be, so... Should I, like, vault you up?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do that. Just... Alright, take a few steps back, run towards me, and then do a big jump, and I... Alright? 1, 2, 3.
Go!
As you approach,
Yeah.
as you approach and touch the tree, you hear this very soft voice, Oraba, and it says, "Why do you approach, creature?"
Oh, you can talk too. That's great. The queen
what now?
sent me to get flowers.
Why are you not
the
running?
tree can talk.
Oh! Alright, sorry. Go ahead, talk to the tree. That's crazy garden here.
I talk to the tree.
Okay,
I say,
right.
The
You say,
queen sent us. Yeah.
"Why should I bestow one of my flowers onto the queen?
Isn't
You have
she
gained
your
access
queen
to
as
the
well?
garden. How have you gained access to the garden? How are you
What?
here?"
It's not going good, is it?
We're friends with Uxiphon and the queen and basically everyone here.
That's true. We saved his life. You saved his life. You're the reason why Uxaphon's alive. If you didn't put this bolt into his chest, then
Oh, that's right. Are you friends with Uxiphon?
I am a nymph who guards the garden.
oh, thank you very much.
Grown personally by Uxaphon. How do you prove, how do you demonstrate that you are indeed a friend?
What could we do, Jazz?
Uh,
We can't talk to Uxiphon
we
because
can
we
talk to
probably
Uxaphon.
know he's not doing so well. We could talk to his tree, baby.
I mean, since we came here, all we did was making sure that he's alright and that this garden is not damaged and there have been no trespassers. And I'm delighted to hear that this nymph you said is taking care of it. I don't know what she wants more proof of. Ask her maybe what proof she could want.
I asked her if she knows the Uxiphon tree. Maybe we can ask it. It seems to know everything Uxiphon knows.
Yeah, that's true. We just tried to heal Uxiphon a bunch and this tree grew out of him.
Yes, I channeled the healing onto the tree. Uxiphon needs his rest. He was in pain, and you have helped him. But at the same time, there is one amongst you who was deemed not welcome to the garden.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing. He is the one who can teleport through this forest, so wherever we need to go, he needs to be there, at least when we teleport for the moment. And he redeemed himself because he helped fight against whatever did this damage to Uxephon and helped save him. But they didn't get a chance to make up personally. I just feel like, feels like, alright, they even redemption's done, but once they talk it out, I guess they're fine.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, lately I've been good in those. A persuasion. 24.
Okay, alright. It seems to actually be persuaded. It turns now, kind of opening itself, and you see that it shows a much nymph, significantly more feminine feature. And it basically goes from this pose almost as if it was in this strange ballerina-like pirouette and unravels itself. And as it lowers itself, it shows you one of its hands, and from it grows a flower. And she says, "Take this then, friends of Uxephon."
Yeah, thank you very much. Our hope is that it will just be smoothing the relationship between the queen and everyone in the forest, so there might be hope to get rid of the hive and the spiders.
I see less hope than Uxephon.
Well, we're going to try anyway. Thank you.
Good luck to you, it says.
Ooh. I'll make my way back. You coming along, Orobar?
Yes, just let me get down.
It lowers you down.
Thanks.
Weird, right?
Orba, as it lowers you down, you get a very close look at the nymph's face. You see that it is actually an incredibly beautiful creature. And for a moment, even without any sort of magical ability and such, you feel almost drawn to fall in love with it.
Oh,
The elixir of truth. She could be the final ingredient.
no. It's fine. Can I,
It's up to you how you want to act.
I would try to, not make a big deal out of it, I guess. If I can. If she's not too beautiful.
I mean, she has revealed herself in a... I'm picturing how the Greeks vision nymph as the most can be given form by, literally in this case, created either by Gaia or by another gods. And this is the type of beauty that you see in her, beauty that you have never seen before.
I think that's something for you to paint, Jazz.
Yeah. I'll take a closer look. Since Orobar's suggesting.
Okay.
I'm trying to grasp the whole portrait.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
Face to chest. I don't care about the roots and tree. Ah.
Okay, right.
Well, no, maybe I do.
You feel a conflict of emotions from within you and from within Legion. Whatever the reaction, it is polarized. Some are deeply enchanted by it and seek to protect it and even make it part of Legion to protect it, whereas others seek to immediately burn it down. And this rush of emotion and this cacophony springs to you. And it's the first time that there has been such a strong division in Legion.
That is interesting. Yeah, I'll draw her. You just make your way back. And I sit down and start to start drawing her. And while drawing, I don't focus too much on the drawing. I'm trying to grasp what exactly it is inside Legion that is causing it. Is it her beauty? Is it a connection to her? Or is it her being a nymph and her powers? So let's see.
All right.
Natural one on the performance on drawing it. Nice.
She's Helen of Troy.
That fits. But more focus on...
It's so bad that Orba, as he looks at you, he is insulted by how badly you are doing it, and he believes that you were a better drawer in general than this.
You must be pretty nervous right now.
Justin is kind of not there because he's trying to figure out what Legion is exactly dividing it.
Make an insight check.
Are your hands shaking?
That's a 7. I'm going to add a Pact Boon Watch and add an additional d6.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow. This is a very unlucky roll. You can't really tell. But the division in Legion subsides, actually, as it and they focus on the drawing and on Oraba's prying into you. It goes into a sort of defensive mode, and you feel this urge to lash out against Oraba.
Alright, Oraba, you see as you say something to Justin, he doesn't answer directly, and then the drawing stops, and my hand practically turns in your direction, and my eyes are full white still, and my lips are moving, and my teeth are moving, but there's no voice coming out, just a continuous breathing out, like... Before I snap back into it, I go, alright mate, that's not that beautiful, alright? And I slam the notebook close and make my way back.
Are you okay, Jess?
Yeah, fine. Let's just see what the others are doing. I think, look over there, someone's in the water.
Who is in the water?
Wait, who is in the water?
Who's always in the water?
Ah, mist. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You submerge into the water. You did not do this before.
I did not.
You feel enchanted. In a way, you feel a connection to Melora that you have never felt before. There is a strange concreteness to this. It is almost as if you are touching something of Melora, almost as if this is a relic of her. As you focus your attention on Melora, you feel that you have the option of asking for something, merging with the water, repairing your body, or strengthening your connection to Melora, or a fourth one if you're creative.
Oh yeah.
Could have a better hand.
Can you go to someone else while I think about this?
Sure. Okay. What is everyone else doing?
I would search for some dead plants like sticks and stuff and try to reanimate them, because in my notes I found this one. And I remember that I used some sticks to give Kurt new legs. So this time I tried to make a little undead plant doll to reanimate it with my animate dead spell.
Okay. Right.
I will mend them together, making them beautiful and sweet, then try it.
First thing is you feel that there is still this reactive presence against you.
Oh no!
The flowers themselves seem to kind of shrivel up as you approach.
I get a little pissed. Like, oh, come on! Wasn't that bad. I still continue.
You get no response as you are just shouting at the flowers like an insane person.
Yeah. I can picture that.
But you see that the ground itself seems to just sort of wither a bit.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But now I need your dead body stuff. You don't need it, right? I talk to the ground.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Okay. Let's see.
The ground is not persuaded. And you see that whenever you bend down to pick up a stick, something about the grass just moves the stick further away from you.
What the fuck?
That's good comedy.
I look at the others, they are still doing something. I ritual cast my unseen geist servant and try to make him do the work.
Okay, alright.
Come on, gather me some sticks, please.
Okay, roll a d20 just to see his dexterity.
Yes. Savage. Roll.
Please let it be
20.
5 or less.
Well.
Alright, okay. The Geist is able to approach and take the sticks. Okay. But as he gives you the sticks, strange mini legs sprout from them as they start to try to walk away from you.
And then it happens and make the gesture of Vincent Vega like, what? What is happening here? Okay, then I think I will just do nothing. The thing I love the most. I search for a nice piece of moss patch or so to lay my head on. I try to rest on a comfortable place.
It's not gonna be comfortable. Like
as
you try to rest, you find a moss patch, but what actually is produced from within the earth is a rock as you lay down.
Oh fuck! Oh, okay. Oh, this fucking forest. Okay. Oh. Miru, what are you doing? And I just go to Miru and kind of be like an annoyed child, not knowing what to do.
Miru hopefully has talked to the tree about giving him a fruit.
Oh, something is echoing.
Oh yeah, I think it's with me, the music. Wait.
Echo.
I can fix that.
Is it better?
I guess so.
Okay.
So like I said, Miru would have in the time that passed, Miru would have tried to talk to the tree if he can get some few fruits, if it doesn't mind. if it doesn't hurt him, or if and Mill would try to check if those fruit has any special properties.
Wait. To whom are you trying to talk to?
To the tree.
The tree. To see. Okay, if the fruit.
To Happy.
The tree says, I can grow these and put a bit of Uxafon's magic into them. I do not want to drain him, though. But I could give you a fruit that would give you his breath.
When, if you bite it, you can have his breath? Is that how it is? Or if you throw it in the ground? It sorry.
Yeah, like the breath that healed you, like the healing breath.
Oh, nice.
This would give you the ability to have that healing breath when you would eat the fruit.
I share it with everybody.
Okay. It says,
if we cut it into pieces.
I can. If you cut it, it rots though, so it's not good.
Oh, it's a eat it in one piece thing.
Yes.
Okay.
I could give you some knowledge. You are a tree.
Yes, I am part tree and part lizard.
Yes. Well, you are a tree. So, if you are a tree, then you can. Well, you should have some. I could be able to give you some of Uxafon's knowledge. Not his power, though.
Is it a knowledge how to make myself bigger? And Mir's like looking at him very expectantly. Like bigger, like Uxafon? Like bigger.
He was small once. It is possible, yes. He grew his own wings.
Oh, I can do that also, but with the help of shield. Not so long though. But Uxafon helped shielded me, so I guess it's something he gave us.
So if you learn from him how he made his wings, maybe you can do it on your own.
That seems like a good idea.
You're welcome.
So I think this forest is cursed. Everything is moving around and I have a really bad time.
I don't know what you mean. So nice here. I mean, look at this fluffy moss pad, and I go sit down on it. And then there's the water all around us. It's pretty nice.
You get this impression that the forest is making things especially comfortable for everyone except you, Klaatu.
Oh.
Yeah, I start to lean back, and there's more moss growing.
Just for demonstrating, I sit next to him and I guess there are like stones and gravel or so.
Yeah. It's just really uncomfortable for you.
Socially ostracized.
Yeah.
It's not even gravel, because gravel can actually kind of fit, but it's more like these sort of strange kind of jagged rocks appear. It's almost as if you're trying to lay down on top.
Oh man, that sucks so much. I stand up again. Look! It's cursed. Definitely cursed.
I don't think we need to spend the night here if that calms you.
I wouldn't.
But it seems like
I can't sleep on this floor.
While
I
you
need a
did
proper
all your
bed.
shenanigans, we got the plan the Queen wanted.
Oh,
and we
that's
got it
good.
with gratitude, by the way.
Nice. Okay,
And we
then.
put a good word in for you.
Oh, thanks. I guess I need it.
Yeah, but you still need to figure it out with Uxophon once he wakes up.
Again, I'm saying this kind of like out of to you as the players. You should probably not count on Uxophon waking up.
Yeah,
Unless
no, I'm
you
not.
go on to the tower again and spend like 5 years or something like that. But but the tower is destroyed, so you couldn't even do
Yeah.
that.
I was thinking maybe if we returned every day and he kept pumping 800 health into him, like, that would help.
Yeah.
That's insane, mate.
Yeah, but then that would just mean how long you would actually be willing to stay here. If you want to, you could say, "Hey, we're spending like a month here," and just doing that. Then yeah, sure.
Yeah, no.
It's very possible that he would wake up after a month of intense healing.
No, I go over to the water and wait for Mist to come out.
Alright.
I get uncomfortable sitting against Klaatu as the rocky stuff happens.
Like, even if I just put my feet down, it hurts.
Yeah, it's supposed to. You did stupid shit here.
You see that even the flower that Oraba is kind of carefully hand in order for it to not die. The flower itself is also kind of like a mini nymph. Not having still like the intense feminine beauty of the mother, let's say, but still being able to, kind of like a cartoon, being able to have some form of expression with its two, like with these two leaves that grow out of it, and it just crosses its arm and looks away from you whenever you are in sight.
Okay, I stay here, and I'm ready to polymorph myself this time. So, whenever you are ready, we can leave this place.
Miru will take the knowledge of fruit of knowledge.
Fruit of knowledge. Okay, all right. What would you like to focus on? Would you like to know more things or more magical things? Like, would you want to know something that would like give you more power, or something that is more related to Uxophon's backstory?
I think for Miru, I think she would like more about how to get stronger, I guess. Mostly bigger, but stronger.
Okay.
Like how to, yeah, basically her focus would be what can I do to basically help the group more. Like protect the group more.
All right. You learn that at the bottom, at the very, very bottom of the lake, there is this coral that grows from there. It's not really a coral. It's more like...
I'm about to say, why is there a coral in the lake, guys?
No, that wouldn't make sense. It's more like it's like an underwater garden that Uxophon keeps secret. And deep, deep down there is a special plant that would allow you to, upon consuming it, because of your already plant nature, permanently alter a part of your body. Either to make you grow wings, become larger, I don't know, change your hand into something different. That would be up to you. But it's the plant that he used to alter the body. His body.
Oh, okay. does the knowledge include that it's not gonna stop growing if Miru picks some or picks it?
No, it will keep growing. It will keep
Okay,
growing.
good. Because
He just keeps it there because it's a very powerful. It's a very powerful magic.
Okay. Is it a lot though? Is it something that can be shared?
It can only change plants though. So it
Oh,
would, so long as other people become plants. Mist to choose in this being in the water to become plant-like and gain different bonuses because of that. He would also be able to use this plant. This sea flower.
okay. Would this something that would benefit the kids of Miru's tribe? Because sort of part plant.
Yes, it would. It
Oh,
would allow them to actually. It would allow them to choose either relinquish their plantness to become healthy lizard folk again. So allowing you to essentially heal your tribe with that, or it would make them fully embrace their plantness, and therefore creating a new lizard way of being. Making them essentially either more like you, or just returning to normal. And this plant would also allow you to return to normal if you would seek it.
Miru closes his eyes as he gets his knowledge, and he opens her eyes and says, "Oh, thank you, Happy. That this knowledge you gave me would really help. It would really help, not just me, but also my tribe."
Happy seems quite content with that. With that result.
But with the one you gave me, I think I need to visit someplace, and then we'll come back. And then she waves and she goes to Justin and to I guess just only Justin Plato and Orbar here.
Yeah.
And she's saying she's gonna go to the lake where Miss is, and goes there.
Okay, alright. So you go and dive into the lake.
Is Miss there? Still?
Well, yes, Mist is there, but I don't want to put pressure on him if he is still deciding what he wants to do.
Yeah, you see Justin sitting at the shore of the lake, looking at Mist, but not interfering or something.
Mist is essentially in deep meditation.
Yeah, Justin has his notebook out and drafting on the hand designs for Mist.
Yeah.
I'm actually down in the water.
Oh, you're okay. You're in the water, but you are definitely in very deep meditation.
Yes, very much so.
She should try to avoid, not to bother Miss, basically. Miru will go around.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I notice her and I go, "Hey, Miru."
Oh, yeah, Justin, I'm gonna go inside the lake. I think there's something there that can help my tribe and me.
All right.
It might take a while.
Remember, I can't really follow you, right? You know.
It's okay. I will be quick, hopefully, and hopefully I'll be back soon.
Yeah, I'll be right here then.
Okay. And then Miru will go. Then Miru will go around and try to avoid Miss, so she doesn't bother him.
Should I take care of your armor and stuff?
Oh. I can swim though. I think it's okay.
All right.
Yeah, you should be okay with swimming. I mean, you know how to swim with this, and you have a pretty strong swimming speed.
have a swimsuit. And I can breathe in and out of water.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So yeah, okay. You dive in. And as you dive, again, you feel this connection with all of the plants of this specific forest. And it seems also to extend sometimes outwardly into the jungle itself. But you see from there that its communication is much more difficult. There's this much more gnarled wood. At the same time, a lot more suffering. Even though there is suffering already here, specifically focusing on the spots with the insects, with the wasps and the spiders, and the fungi as well. As you are diving deeper, you dive deep into the until there is only darkness. But you know that you need to keep diving even deeper until you see this beautiful lit garden, like bioluminescently lit garden. This underwater array of flowers and algae and even some fish that are there as well. Almost like an aquarium, a secret aquarium that Uxafon was keeping for himself. All of it glows, and even the fish have this strange property of being semi-algae, or almost shifting into being and not being algae. It's this very strange experience. But you reach it, and you are able to find the specific plant, the specific flower that you were looking for. It is not exactly a flower, but it looks almost like a small pearl, the size of half a thumb. Small pearl that is kind of squishy, so it's kind of like a big cherry, but glowing. This bright blue that glows in the water.
Is it only one?
There are not a lot of them. You can collect rule. Roll 2d4.
2d4. Ooh, that's a good one.
Alright, so you are able to gather 6 of these.
Okay. 6 magical pearls.
Mm-hmm. Magical plant pearls, or
Magical plant.
as you wish to call them.
Okay. Magical plant pearls. I take 6 of them carefully.
Okay.
Don't want to squish them too much. And as I take one by one, I say thank you to the plant, and I make sure that there's basically like plants that are still growing, so that I didn't take too much basically.
Yes, there are plants that are still growing.
Okay, good.
And you see that there is, as you approach, and you are to take the final one, a creature almost like a plant manta ray approaches you, kind of swimming gently from the water, and you see, as you see it clearer, it is another nymph with its arms spread wide, and it looks at you and says, "You have been given a great blessing by Uxafon. Do not waste it. And I am sure that he wishes to see you again. So do not perish."
Miro vigorously nods her head and say, yes, he's happy that the plant that's grown out of Ixapan showed us these magical plant pearls, and I'll use it to be stronger. And I'll make sure that we meet again. Don't worry.
It simply drifts away, or sort of swims away, but in a gesture that is of this just incredible majesty, and at the same time really slow speed. It is slow, but you feel like you could stay here looking at it for hours, just moving, just seeing the beauty of this creature.
Does it seem like it's the guardian of the lake or something?
Yes. Yes. Some form of guardian, yes.
Okay. Okay. We just gonna go out of the water. She respectfully, like, takes the plants, and then she goes out of the water and avoiding Miss again. Like, she doesn't want to bother Miss.
Right. You get out of the water.
And when she goes out, she's gonna look for Orba. Orba's not here. Is she here? Is he here? Yeah.
Orba, are you here? You are muted, I believe.
Orba.
All right.
He was unmuting and muting himself, so he must be having issues with that.
Okay, all right. He's having issues then.
Hello?
Yeah, there you go.
I couldn't unmute. I don't know why.
It's okay. So, Mirror found these magical plant pearls from under the lake, and after picking them up, Mirror's gonna go to you, Orba.
Okay.
And then Mirror's gonna say, Orba, I have this plant pearl. It looks like a pearl, but it looks like a fruit. Is there a way to turn it into a potion? Because I want to give it to the kids on my tribe, but it's very small, and I don't think maybe there's a way to make it a lot.
Of course, I could surely have a look at it and analyze it a little bit.
Okay, it seems like, according to the knowledge that I received from Happy, and I pass the plant to Orba, it seems that it only works in plants.
That's interesting. Maybe you have to try it out first to see the dosage.
It's from the octopus one, it seems like one pearl. One pearl will make you give you an ability or change your body part. But I'm worried that because the kids are so small and they're tiny, one pearl might be too much to them. So maybe if there's a way to dilute it or make it more.
Yeah, that's what I do all the time. That's not too hard.
Okay. Orba, just looking at this, you feel a really intense magical property from it. This is a very, very potent ingredient. And it can just as easily be used to heal someone, potentially even to resurrect someone.
Oh my god, it's so strong.
Or kill someone. Just kill and disintegrate them.
Oh, okay. That's
Could it also potentially grow back a hand?
Yes, it could very easily do that.
I think this could also help you, Mist. Oh, he's still meditating, is he?
he's still under the water.
This is some very, very strong stuff, and we should use
you
it with
make
caution.
From things other than plants?
Yeah, I just have to take a look at it back home.
Do you want to make a nature check now, or would you rather?
I mean, I could do like a first impression kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, your first impression is a really. You would need to actually, if you want to study it further, you need to potentially crush it and see like very.
Yeah, okay, then we wait till we are like back where I can pack out all my stuff, my materials, and do it.
It would definitely take longer to study all of the applicability.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a look at it when we're back, and then I'll tell you more.
You did. I'll leave this one to you. So minus on my things.
Okay.
1.
So Miro gives Oraba a sex toy.
Very strong.
I have to say, I did not expect that sort of connection to be drawn. Personally, also because I do not know this thing, but okay.
Okay. That's why I said magical plant pearl. It's a good thing I called it magical plant pearl on my thing. Not like calling it a magic pearl seems to be weird now.
Apparently. So, yes. Okay, so, Mist, have you come to a conclusion of what you want?
I didn't intend that to shut the conversation down, guys.
No, it's alright. It's okay. I mean, I still have other things that can happen. Torment further.
Yeah, Justin is still waiting for Mist to come out of the water.
Yeah. Okay. All right. As you wait, if you're still undecided,
I have a couple questions, which
Okay,
you probably
alright.
won't answer.
I probably won't answer. I might answer. You are given a very, very strong link to Melora.
Okay.
So I might answer.
What is this merging with the water? What does that entail? I mean,
The merging with the water would make or like it would mean the abandoning of your water genasiness, potentially even changing your features. Yeah, probably changing your features to make you a different sort of genasi, giving you also the ability to speak with plants and
so
other things like that.
basically be like a plant version of the.
Yes. Okay. It would be stronger than just that, because it would also help out, like, because this is a sort of prestige accomplishment, let's say. I would say that this would also come with other abilities regarding your spells, maybe. Or maybe you're already strong enough as a life cleric. I don't know.
Probably.
I don't want to buff a life cleric. But it would definitely come with extra power to you as individual Mist, not as cleric Mist.
Okay. Then what is the strengthening my connection to Melora?
Well, strengthening your connection with Melora is the exact opposite. Being more in contact with her developing further, developing either a way of getting a direct connection to her, like she would give you some sort of familiar that you could actually speak with, to speak potentially directly to her, or giving you another sort of ability, either like that, or giving you
I'm sorry, you broke up. Another sort of what?
another, either giving it would essentially buff your abilities, your spells. So this would be a buff towards you as a cleric, or more as a cleric, whereas the first one would be maybe more as a paladin. Yeah, because a paladin is more the oath. So yeah, that's kind of how I'm thinking. But at the same time, I don't want to promise too much because it can come out to be completely overpowered. But
Tough decision.
yeah.
Okay, let me continue thinking about it. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's okay. That's okay.
Hi. Thank you.
Klaatu, in the midst of your frustration,
I've been given a chance to buff my
A-
character, only I don't know how to buff it.
creature, something, almost erupts and emerges from these jagged rocks. It seems to be a feminine feature, but unlike the other ones described before, this one's, if not ugly, then certainly saddened. Or it's definitely saddened. It is uglier, and it is covered with these thorns. If the others are keepers, this is more of an enforcer. It emerges and points at you. It is very close to you, like 5 feet away from you, and points directly at your face. Still, like basically putting your finger close to your nose. Putting her finger close to your nose, I suppose. Wait, just checking. Okay. Klaatu, you are here, right?
What again, please?
He's
Okay, alright.
he
You
said he
heard?
could hear.
Yeah, hello, what?
Okay, alright. You can hear, right?
Yeah, I can hear right now.
Alright.
I heard my name.
I was just afraid that I was giving all of that description to the air.
Oh, yeah, because I want... I hear now.
Okay. It points, the creature points at you and says, "You have profaned the garden. You are unwelcome here. And yet you are still here. Why?"
Well, mainly because of my friends. They need me. I'm like a vehicle nowadays. So that's why. It's not that you make it great for me here. I don't feel welcome at all. And it was just a minor thing. We can look over it, right?
The others have all had blessings from the garden, except the dead one. So they are all welcome here. Yet you are not. And you choose to remain here. For them.
Yes, shall I just leave alone? They can't... Well, they can't travel like me. So... They are kinda bond to myself. I guess. In a good way.
Can they not survive without you?
Well, they can totally survive without me. Actually, I can't survive without them, but it's more about the transportation in this case. I would have waited outside the forest, but yeah, that's how it works. I just came here and tried to stay here, although it's very uncomfortable.
Do you repent, creature?
What does repent mean?
Are you sorry?
Oh, yeah, okay, I see. Well, yeah, I do. It was stupid. I should have washed myself, but I was in the mood. I think it's hard to understand for a plant for my urges that I had this moment, but well.
Creature cocks its head. You see that it stares at you with murderous intent. It says, "We have urges too."
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. That was not my intent. I just, well, I come to conclusion too early. Sorry.
No, you understand. You understand that the urge was actually to kill you.
Yeah, I tried to smooth the situation here.
It says, "Uxaphon has protected you. We are not used to forgiving. We leave Uxaphon to do that." What would you do to show to atone for what you have done?
Well, I always can say sorry.
In your mind, this is enough?
Well, I wouldn't do it again, of course. That's what comes to that with an apology.
Is it enough for you to apologize? Is it enough for humans, even a Fey enchanted one, to apologize?
Well, in my case, I would say yes. I could clean it, but it's a few weeks from now. I think it's gone already.
It has been cleaned. It responds to you angrily.
Oh, thank you. But I guess yes. I wouldn't do it again. I learned from it. I will never do it in another place like this. Very nice place, really. That's awesome here. Although I really just forget it. I would totally apologize to the whole forest if you want to.
I can totally see that offer going bad.
You speak with words, yet the forest, the garden, demands action.
I could.
Your profanity demanded blood, yet Uxaphon holds us from enforcing it. And you see the thorns sharpening and twisting.
Okay. Plato is sweating a little bit. Oh, then thanks, Uxaphon, I guess. I could, like, I don't know, hug you to make it better? Hug it out of the world?
What do you mean? What did you say?
I could hug the ground for you, like following. That's an action. That's not words. I show you my love and appreciation for being just this place.
It smiles. A strange, kind of wicked smile. It says, "You would hug me."
Yeah. Well, I trust Uxifor not to kill me right here, right now, and I want to show you that I really repent, so I guess it is going down here. I hugged, I guess, grosser things than this in past time.
You would insult me then, in
What?
your attempt to apologize.
No, why should I? No. Don't get me wrong, I mean, it's an. Well, you look very like you hate me down to your guts. So I'm hesitate, of course, but I would do it. I would show you respect. So apologize.
How determined are you? How determined is Klaatu? Like, he is being serious that he would do this, or
Yeah,
is
he is serious about that.
Okay.
Although he's frightened, that's still something, because he is, really easy to scare nowadays. Now that he has flesh.
You could see that the thorns secrete this green-purple liquid that oozes down as a sort of strange, venomous, venomous sweat.
Can I do a medicine check to know if this is deadly or so?
Sure, medicine or nature.
I do medicine, I'm not the nature guy.
You can guess that it would not feel nice.
Yeah, okay.
That's all that you can tell with an 11 in medicine.
Yes. Instincts kicking in, oh man. Yeah,
It opens its arms wide and it says, "May the forest bear witness to your sacrifice then."
Oh my god, couldn't you phrase it a little different? Guys, you are here with me, right?
What's that?
Are the others with me, or am I facing this alone?
I think you're facing alone. I mean,
Holy shit!
maybe the only person who could is maybe Justin, but he seems to be focused on.
Yeah, I thought I would be further away.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm totally alone. Okay, I'm shitting my pants right now.
I mean,
Don't do that. Those are my pants.
I can prestidigitate them clean. I do it every day.
Oh my god.
Wizard secrets. I just
so-
stain my pants and prestidigitation it away.
if you shout, Miro has good hearing. I mean, Miro's sitting on the side of the lake.
No, this
I can see a few people, right?
This is
And
this is whilst Miro is descending, diving deep.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Never mind.
You are
Doesn't
very.
matter. I see at least one person.
Orba is the only one who could be idle.
But I can see a few. At least Justin.
Yes, you can see Justin. You can see Orba. Mist is submerged though, so
Okay,
you might not be able to see him.
Yeah. So I cast telepathic bond in a circle, the three of us, and I think to Justin and Orba. Okay, guys, here's something I have to apologize to from last time we were here. Could be bad, but I still will do it if if you lose connection to me through this, please come and, I don't know, help me. Perhaps I get poisoned, I'm not sure.
Oh,
That
okay.
doesn't sound so good.
I'll just turn around in my sitting position so I can see Klaatu.
Okay.
I see you over there. But
You
who
see
is-
Klaatu and this incredibly creepy, kind of evil-looking nymph looking with him.
Does it remind us of the other nymph?
Yes, but in the... It's like if a beautiful, incredibly beautiful woman would have an incredibly ugly sister. You are observant. Yes, there are connections. It is connected to the same nymph, you feel.
So in my mind I go, you should not worry too much. You've been a good boy. We put a good word for you. It's the same kind of nymph we talked to.
Okay, I will try it. And I'm speaking out loud to the plant. Okay, then let's hug it out. Let's do the pollination apology hug. I don't know how we called it. And I slowly come near, open my arms, and yeah, let's see. Hopefully, I don't die.
Okay, all right. You feel, as you hug these, you feel the thorns diving into your skin, and you feel the poison rushing past. All of it is incredibly painful. It decides to hug you. Its movements are of a gentle hug, but it is still sharp and thorny. No matter how gently you hug a porcupine, it still has those thorns. So it's not pressing on you with the intent to hurt you. It seems genuine.
Okay, I try not to scream.
The forest sees this. Pain rushes through your mind. And it burns at... You feel this burning sensation of your brain at the same time that it's almost like the pain is so strong that your brain itself is beating like your heart. You would just wish heart to stop so that the poison would not reach your brain. You feel this moment of you would rather lose every single limb than to keep feeling this. And then it subsides as the thorns retract from you. And you feel the opposite, almost as if you are being covered by this warm and gentle blanket. As the hug ends, and you can see the creature, it has undergone a complete transformation into another one of its, much like its sister, this beautiful green-cloaked nymph. It looks at you with gentleness now, its savagery having faded away. And it says, "The forest has accepted your apology. And your suffering."
So I stand there with mixed feelings, kinda, yeah, still hurted, but also feeling good for what I just did.
It approaches, it directs its attention to a nearby rock. and it immediately sets off to make this small mound and drip some reddish liquid onto it. And from it grows this flower. It seems like a rose with various thorns, and thorns seem very similar to this very whitish, a bit too whitish for a plant. Upon closer observation, you find that they are actually going to be bone-like than anything else.
Oh, yeah.
The nymph looks at you and says, "This flower is the memory of your repentance. It carries your blood with it."
Well, thank you. That's very beautiful.
The garden will not act with hostility towards you.
That's so nice of you. Thanks. I'm really appreciate it, and I'm happy with that we solved that. It actually was a big burden on my chest.
The nymph approaches and touches your chest. You feel this draining healing. Like you feel tired, this sleepiness, but at the same time you feel like your body, it looks at you straight into your eyes. And if you feel like if you even the faintest hint of bisexual, you would be incredibly in love, and also probably turned on, considering.
Okay, I hear you.
This is Klaatu.
Yes. So this is more a character moment. Faint hint of bisexual.
I will never turn bisexual.
Alright. The creature is of an incredible beauty. Of one that you have never seen before.
I still appreciate that. I love beauty.
And with that said, the ground will open a bit, this moss will split apart, and she will resubmerge into the ground.
So I think to the others, holy fuck, that hurted a lot. Perhaps you heard my screams. But
Make a Constitution saving throw.
yeah.
Just to see how exhausted, how bad that was.
Thinking.
All right. Okay. So you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay, take it. So guys, it kind of worked. As I always say, hugging helps. Love solves problems.
Are you sure you solved it now?
Well, I guess so. I have a very nice but I came forward, but still thinking. I got this nice rose. Look at it, it's so beautiful. It's a sign of me repenting. It's the first
Really?
time I repent anything, I guess.
Oh, alright. Then you should take care of it.
Oh yeah, I will take this. So, what are you guys doing? And
I was
try to
waiting
sit
for
down
Mitz to
on
come
the
out of the
moss patch.
water.
Sorry.
Are you sitting down, what?
On a nice moss patch, perhaps? Hopefully?
Yes. The moss readjusts and even makes you a little bit more comfortable.
Yay! I will rest.
you
Sorry,
feel
I was watching this.
you definitely feel relieved, kind of as you sleep, welcoming you again.
Yes, it feels so good.
The comedy though.
Okay, all right. Well, I feel like that's all for everyone except Mist. I don't want to put pressure on you.
But there is so much of it.
I mean, we already have 10 o'clock, so if you need more time to think,
That's
we
true.
can postpone it as well.
Yeah, I would say so.
It's already late, so I guess he's got 1 week to think.
Okay, let's go ahead and do it next week then.
Make some pro and cons lists.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, I just don't want to. I don't want to spend too long in the garden because I am afraid that, and this is just a limitation, that my descriptions can sound a bit repetitive just because I have a hard time expressing how beautifully I envision it.
No worries.
Yeah, no
Completely
worries, man.
understand. And your descriptions are very beautiful, and they should be. We understand that, so you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
All right.
Okay then.
When are we going to play next week?
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Monday is best for me.
Yo, I can
All right.
Mm-hmm. Monday, 28th. Carnival.
Is it?
Is it so?
Oh, that's right. That's Rosenmontag.
Yeah. Can you do it
No,
in Cologne,
I
guy?
don't know. It could be hard.
Cologne guy? Why? What's special?
Cologne is the carnival in Cologne.
It's the capital of Carnival.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? I didn't know that.
Well, the German carnival. There's also Rio de Janeiro and stuff, but
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
that's maybe the second biggest one, yeah.
yeah, no kidding. It might be the second. Cologne is huge, mate.
And
No,
there are people coming from all over the world as well, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But maybe I'm just, when maybe in the evening I'm back home again. Maybe I won't even go out. I mean, I can just ride on Sunday, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just let us know then, because the alternatives
Alright.
are Wednesday or Thursday if Mateusz says he can as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can Wednesday, I can Thursday. Yeah, Thursday too.
So Monday and Thursday, but we plan on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Also about the just curious about the carnival now. Is it only on Monday or is it also Tuesday?
No, it starts on this Thursday,
Well,
and
actually,
then it goes on.
in September,
Yeah. Actually, it
February.
starts in September, and then it ends now. This is the end
Yeah.
of Carnival.
Oh wow, okay.
Crazy,
And
right?
then, because it has something to do with Christian stuff, like it's a time where you fast, right? So before that, you just go all out.
Yeah, well, yes, that's the very famous Mardi Gras or French.
Yeah, and that's basically the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you plan to go to Germany, you should come at Carnival. It's quite
Yeah.
nice. It's not just drinking and stuff if you come hang out.
I might just visit Cologne actually then next week to see it.
Yeah, damn, that would be really nice.
I mean, if I can.
Make sure that
If
he
you have
plays
the
in
time.
person. Just make that trip so he sit next to him so he makes it on the day. All right, everyone, I have to go.
Yeah.
Thank
well,
you very much for the
All
session.
Have a nice day or
Bye.
night.
Talk online. See you.
See you.
Bye, Lai.
Bye.
Oh, I see.
It's just us, I guess.
Yep. I see what you're writing, and I understand that I give you a choice. I wanted to give you a boon, but wanted it to also be something personal, related to your character as well. So it was something that you could choose to, in a way, become more like Melora, or more like how Melora created, as she is the goddess of plants and nature.
I kind of like the water aspect of my character. I'm really going into that, so I don't want to give that up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of leaning against the idea of going tree.
Okay.
I know Miru likes it and all that, but I'm really enjoying embracing the water aspect.
Yeah, sure.
So, can you give me any more details on what strengthening my connection would do for me?
It's hard to say because it could also come with specific choices. Strengthening your connection would most likely give you the thing that would most likely make sense in my mind would be for you to have a familiar like that fox spirit tree that you talked with. You would have that as a familiar that could help you in combat and also serve as literally like you have a creature from Melora herself, allowing you to also communicate with her in a more direct way. That would be more what I would be leaning to.
Okay.
Or I mean, that it could go into this way. Obviously, the familiar is strong because you can cast spells like at a distance and such. And it wouldn't just be like an or if you would opt for this. One second. Okay. But it would also be the other way. The other way that I was thinking would just be an improvement on some specific spells, or maybe a specific spell. If you would want, because your spells already have a very water feel, or what do you call it? Luster. I'm missing a word.
Theme. Theme.
That's it. I was missing the word. Since they already have a very strong water theme, it could be just a straight buff on some of them. For example, like in this case, it could be increasing the range, or increasing the power of one, increasing it doing another effect. Or it could even go further, because I can go. My mind. I didn't really plan this, I have to say.
I know.
It definitely emerged as it was happening, but in my mind I have these 3 ideas if you were to strengthen your connection with me. One is the idea of the familiar, so you would have like a fox type familiar. The second one would be a buff to a spell, or maybe 2 spells. A third idea would actually be, and this one just popped up into my mind, would be giving you something like the sorcerer's metamagic. So you would have a resource, and it could even be allow you to cast twin spells, and that already is very strong for a healer to be able to do something like that. But I feel like it would make sense just because you would have a boon, and you cannot do it all the time, and it comes from just the fact that you are so connected with Melora. She helps in some more direct way. That is what I was thinking more with the connection to Melora. It's more of a buff to your spells. If you were going more for the changing of your body, or maybe like the idea wasn't that necessarily to. Again, a lot of ideas popped into my mind. Another one would be making you permanently holy. Like your water, Genasi, is holy water. And that is very, very strong because of some specific monsters that exist in the jungle. Specifically, if you wanted to fight Goro, that's incredibly powerful. And it would also come with other buffs to your abilities, like making your smite deal, maybe dealing more damage. That would be more leaning towards buffing paladin side. And that was more what I meant with the distinction. It would be either more a buff to your cleric side or a buff to your paladin side. And I'm not sure what exactly Mist is more in. Like, are you more of a healer or more a paladin? Paladin in that way. But the buff could also be something that is very straightforward, like your healing from the paladin's healing, the one that they the one that they touch and heal like an exact amount.
Lay on hands.
The lay on hands, for example, like you could say, okay, well, not only are you, you're kind of permanently holy water, but also your lay on hand pool is doubled forever, like permanently doubled, which is also very strong, and it would give you this feel of being both, well, kind of as Mist is, a paladin healer. So but it is very much up to you as well. If you wanted to say, hey, I have this cool idea, and again, you can say, if this doesn't come to you, we could also change it. If you come up with an idea of saying, hey, there is this very special thing that I would want to do, and this thematically fits my character and all that, then I might just go for that. So long as, again, it's not too powerful. But I'm pretty sure that you're very aware of how strong you already are. So that is my idea. It's more, I can be creative on this, and if you say, hey, I want to go with just trusting you as the DM to give me a boost, fine. I can choose from this pool of already 6 ideas. I can choose one and give it to you. Or give a sort of merging of them, or, refine it over the course of a week. Or it can also give you an idea. If you already have a specific theme for your character, so if you would want to go further into that theme with a specific idea that gives a proper buff as well, then that would also be something that I would obviously consider and be worthwhile. And this is also because, since Mist is a fairly new character, he does have some magical items, but he does not have the same kind of balance-shattering abilities that some of the should they properly executed, I mean.
You mean no longbow that does tons of damage in the first round and totally slaughters everything that touch?
Yes, that bow was a bit too strong.
I bet you were glad when I told you, I think Sirius would leave the party.
I was definitely thinking my way of thinking was either the thing was, that bow was really strong, but you were also always able to recover those. And there would have been a really, really strong malice if you would have lost all the arrows.
Yes, it would.
And that's kind of what I wanted to set up. Like, whilst most of the other items started off weaker and grew into strength, this one would actually start off really strong, and in specific conditions, be really, really bad for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was what I had in mind. And that was, and I gave those descriptions. Missed, and lost your arrows, part of your soul was lost, it was important because I was leaning towards you not losing all of the arrows, but the fact that you had a bunch of those arrows was already strong. I should have given you maybe like 5 of those instead of 20.
As soon as you gave me the idea that I felt like losing the arrows was, losing a part of my soul, I stopped using the arrows except for in extreme circumstances.
Yeah.
I just kept using my normal arrows because, it wasn't quite as strong with the normal arrows, but it was still pretty damn strong. And
Yes.
and my character was an amazing archer to begin with. So any
Yeah.
buffs that the bow gave me were just like frosting on the cake.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they were.
So yeah. Yeah, and then Ashton was just crazy powerful too. All my builds are crazy powerful, and it's not that I intend to do it that way. It's just the way it works out.
But hey, I mean, I'm perfect. I'm glad with looking at very strong characters and very strong, very powerful builds, because it also makes it so that I can throw really powerful stuff in. I know that you could, on a good day, take on Musa. Maybe not defeat him, but really, really wound him. Like, I would say that it would end up, if you would properly prepare. I mean, you as the party, obviously. If you would properly prepare, you could take him on.
Yeah, and if I'd had the Sunblade at that point, we probably would have, because I think I would have gone into combat with him.
Yeah. But then again, he also was tricky. He tricked you into taking your hand, and yeah. So that wasn't really ideal for you. So and that was already like an enormous amount of damage that he just straight up dealt to you. So.
Mm-hmm.
Because he is also not going to play fair.
I understand.
Not because, and this is something that's like, not because I want to kill you or hurt you as the DM or something like that.
Oh, I totally understand. Don't worry about that.
Just because the monster is built that way.
I totally understand. You don't have to be worried about me feeling like it's DM versus player.
Yeah.
I totally get it. I don't know. This is so many choices.
Yes. I am sorry to have burdened you with choices. It's definitely not something that I wanted to do, but it's. But at the same time, I didn't want this boot to feel trivial or feel like it was giving you something that you might just kind of say, okay. Like, I wanted it to be something personal, but then since it was also kind of a spur of the moment thing, it's really hard to make something really, really, like, have really, really good quality on the spot.
Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Unless you're particularly inspired.
Yes. And I was inspired to do that, and immediately various ideas came to mind, but feeling inspired enough, but to carry that, but to just straight up give you something like that. That's why I gave you a bunch of choices. Yeah, and I'm sorry if it comes into a bit of frustration with too many choices. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I enjoy the choices. It just, in my video game mentality, I want to, go and research and find out which one's the best choice. Yeah. And I can't exactly do that here.
I would say Yeah, because this is definitely also involved a lot of flavor. I would not really worry about what is the best choice, because all of them can be shifted into being really, really good. And even in my mind, even just this, hey, you get this familiar. Oh, familiar is not. It already is because you put it on. I don't know, like you put it on Miru, and you know that you can cast the healing touch directly onto her, or the healing or the lay on hands directly from the familiar, and that's pretty strong by itself.
Yes.
You can say, oh, but maybe it's not as strong as me adding the healing word, and it's like, yeah, but
Well,
again,
Cure Wounds is by far a
Cure
better
Wounds.
spell than Healing Word, in my opinion.
Yeah, yes, but well, I would trust you to know that more than I do, because I know some of the spells, but again, I have been more of a DM than a player, and I am okay with that.
So, just to make sure,
Yeah,
the healing my body part is just replacing the hand, right? There's nothing
it
additional to that.
would be replacing your hand or giving you another sort of boon. If you say, hey, I want to be able to sprout wings, these sort of watery wings, I would say, sure. That's just a transformation to your body. And I would say, yeah, it heals your hand and does something else. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. But if you say, oh, I want to do this special thing where my wings cause this healing rain, I'd be like, okay, that's a bit strong. It just feels to me a bit strong.
Oh, come on, you don't think doing 800 healing over 2 minutes is, requires some improvement?
I feel like you need the buff. Yeah. So yes, that's the gift and curse of choice.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I will continue to think about it.
Yeah.
But keep in mind that at some point I do want to try to enchant my greatsword to do cold damage and those spells.
Oh yeah, sure.
Somehow.
Sure.
I don't know how, but somehow I would like to make that happen somehow. Sometime.
It really depends on where you could do that. You could do that here if you were to even lower, like, yeah, that could be something that you could just, if you would want to do it where there is already a lot of, wanted to do it deep, but that would already get you into conflict with Seer and like that. And this party has taken a very hostile approach with
I've noticed. Nis doesn't know anything about Wasir outside of what he's been told by the party, so...
Yes. Yeah. This party definitely doesn't like... I find it curious because there's another game that I'm running, the same world, and they are much more positive. They look at Wasir as a much more positive influence than this one.
Wow.
Which is like, okay, all right. I'm not sure if that's right, but it's a choice that they've taken. And that's what most of D&D is about, I think. Making a choice.
Yeah, the funny thing is, it could have been as something as simple as, you used one word to describe it with our party, to describe him with our party,
Yeah.
and you used a different word to describe it with the other party. And it's amazing how just that single word could have completely changed how the two different parties viewed a topic.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Or it's just sort of also kind of in the general mood. Party, like this party, for example, is much more drawn towards pure goodness, whereas some other parties are more like would be more open to this nuanced, oh, they're sacrificing, but at the same time, he is keeping peace. Is it worth it? Is that exchange worth it? This party would be very much against that sort of calculus, I feel.
I think the only pure goodness we have found so far is Melora.
That's true. And even this, and that's kind of what I want. This world with this, not this world, this specific forest is just the difficulty of pure goodness from becoming radical and, in this sense, self-destructive goodness. The way that the Plant Queen has taken Melora's will, very, very different, opposite, and totally self-destructive. Yeah. So she is not. It's not that she is not a good character. She is just incredibly misguided. The queen, and that can make her a bad character. Like in not a bad character.
An antagonist.
Yeah, an antagonist. Yeah. So
I guess I will continue to think on this.
Yeah, well, take your time. There's no rush. I'm not going to.
You say that, but
I understood. Whilst I understood that when I gave you and I knew that because if it was for me, it also wouldn't be just a solution that I would take in just like the hour that I gave you to choose. Like, I knew that was too little time. I was fully aware of that. And that was kind of also why I ended like leaning into a lot of the description, try to ease off of the pressure of you having to do something. But that doesn't necessarily make it. It doesn't solve the problem that the choice must.
yes, it must. For the record, out of the ones you described, I think I'm liking the becoming holy water and doubling my lay on hands pool.
Okay.
The most. But that could just be because you explained that more than the others. I don't know.
It could be, but at the same time, it's one that just kind of popped into my mind.
And it seems appropriate because it kind of feels like Melora is claiming the side of me that is paladin as well. I mean,
yes,
you know, the paladin side kind of shut down when I became a cleric, and then you know she's just kind of claiming that to her as well, and that seems appropriate.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now,
but I also don't want her. I don't want Melora to feel like she is claiming, as in she is taking it. But
well, not in that sense. No, like the sense that I am now a paladin of Melora as opposed to a paladin of the Yuan-Ti Empire.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that's pretty clear, and I think that even in the interactions that well, you'll see when you actually have interactions with other how that will proper interactions and not just outright attempting to murder them.
Man, if we weren't surrounded by crocodiles, I think I would have gone after those Yuan-Ti. As a matter of fact, I know I would have, because I was all set for to escape, and then you said there were Yuan-Ti. I was like, wait. And then I kind of looked around like, no, there's no way we're going to survive this. Let's go. King Musa plus the 2 Yonti plus 4 or 8 Crocodilian guards. Yeah, that's probably not survivable.
Oh yeah, that would have. Like I said, if you would have preparation and proper time into doing stuff like that, then I would say that you could. But you literally just dropped straight out of the blue on that one.
Yeah.
Right onto the palace. And I was thinking, yeah, if you fight here, you are going to die because you don't even know what the Yuan can do. There's no way that you can prepare. King Musa himself is already really, really strong, so you cannot just like willy-nilly try to take him on. Yeah, you'll just die.
So just out of curiosity,
Sure.
mechanics-wise, does that mean the Lay on Hands would benefit from my Disciple of Life and Blessed Healer bonuses?
Do they not already?
No, because they're not from... Lay on
That's-
Hands is from Paladin, Disciple of Life and Blessed Healer, Cleric. But basically...
Yeah, but you have a difficulty of how do you measure the spells? Like what I mean is, how do you measure the spell level?
Well, I would say that the spell level on Lay on Hands would be, one level for each 5 points that I'm using. Because that's the way it's given to me, is 5 points for each level of Paladin.
True, but if you have a double health point, you can very easily get to...
Okay, so 10.
level-
Every 10 points then, in that
Yeah,
case, because
okay,
double.
okay. Yeah, I would say so. I feel like that is a fitting buff. And
I'm
yeah.
really liking this one a lot now.
I feel like that's a fitting buff, and yeah, and you being holy makes it so that your weapons are essentially automatically imbued with holy water.
Oh, so I don't have to have the Sunblade anymore then, right?
Well, you can imbue this. You can make it like a magical fire sun. You can make the Sunblade deal radiant damage. Wait, doesn't it already deal radiant damage?
Yes. And currently it's allowed to deal either radiant or fire according to your description.
Yes. So...
But a Water Genasi doing fire damage just feels wrong, so... To me, anyway. I mean... If another person wants to go for it, but it just doesn't feel right to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean...
I know, the one thing about it that I'm reluctant to is losing that dark vision, which haven't needed a whole lot recently. And, mine is actually given to me through goggles that Justin made for me, but...
If they are given to you through goggles, then this wouldn't take it away.
Oh, well, shit.
Because it's not a naturally taking away of thing. The thing is that the point of the Sunblade is in this case, this like homebrewed Sunblade, is to be a beacon of light, so that you are not stealthy at all wherever you go, because you can only trust that. But if you have like night vision goggles, something like that, then that is mechanical. Then that is something mechanical that allows in you.
Okay, so it still...
How I would do it.
It still does light, even if it's sheathed, or not?
No.
Extended?
No. If it's sheathed, then it doesn't do the light.
Okay.
This is just to allow you to attempt to do stealth, if you need to. It's not like this party has needed to do stealth yet, or chosen to. But
I'm not exactly much of a stealthy person. I mean, my armor makes me have disadvantage on it anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So usually if I'm stealthing, it's, we're in trouble.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right. Okay, well, I'm going to log off now.
Okay. Thanks for
Right.
staying and talking with me.
I hope that this has helped
It
in
has.
some way. And that's it from my end. All right, see you next week then.
Have a good one.
Have a good one, Jeff. Oh, and don't be afraid to just come up with some crazy new idea and then balance it amongst ourselves.
Okay.
That's all fine with me. You know.
Will do.
All right. See you then.
Bye.